Let me talk a little bit about automatic boxing and unboxing. In Java, ints, chars, doubles, those guys are primitives. They're different from objects, right? There is no explicit class. There is not actually a class, and they get passed by value and they behave somewhat different. For certain things, we want to treat them as objects. So we want to have objects that basically correspond to those guys. So what Java did is they created classes that correspond to those primitives. For the most part, it is the name of the primitive with capital initial letter as in classes, but many times they actually do the full word. So the primitive is int, the class is integer. And they are basically objects that contain a primitive. So I can create an integer, I, and it is an object, so I would initialize it, right, by creating an instance. Now, this I integer is now an integer, not an int. It has an identity. I could create other objects and they could have different identity. I can call methods on it. I can call i.toString, which I cannot call on an actual int. Now, this is useful for collections, which you are going to see in a little while, where our collections have to be collections of objects. And we used to have this. I can also get i.int value, and that will return an actual int rather than an integer. JShell actually doesn't distinguish among those things and may do some other magic. Now, I used to have to do this explicitly, and so I would do int j equals i.int value, right? And that is different. It is doing magic. Now it does automatic boxing and unboxing. For the most part, Java will do automatic boxing and unboxing. So I can use ints and integers interchangeable in most contexts. But there will be a few places where I have to use the word integer instead of the word int. So now I can do this, int k equals I, and it works. Even though k is an int and I is an integer, Java automatically converts this into a call like this. And that's basically all you need to know about boxed classes like integer and autoboxing and unboxing.